May this be the day we come together.
Morning, we come to mend. Wither, we come to weather.
Battered, we come to better. Tethered by this year of yearning.
We are learning
that though we were ready for this,
we have been ready to buy it.
we steadily vow that no matter how we are weighed down,
We must always pave a way forward.
That right there was an excerpt from a poem entitled New Day's Lyric, written by Amanda Gorman, the youngest person to be appointed Poet Laureate for the United States. What is a Poet Laureate? Well, glad you asked. A Poet Laureate is an honorary representative position in a particular country, region, or group. Like in Alabama, our Poet Laureate is an African-American woman named Ashley M. Jones. Did you know you can major in poetry like Ms. Jones, who holds an MFA in poetry from the International University in Florida? A Poet Laureate's role is to raise the national consciousness to a greater appreciation of the reading and writing of poetry. This is an extraordinary accomplishment for Amanda Gorman because she was born with an auditory processing disorder, which caused her to have challenges with her speech. Amanda Gorman's story is inspiring because she ignored the haters, pushed past her obstacles, and used her power to find her voice. And at the age of only 23, can you believe it? Became the youngest person in U.S. history to recite a poem at the presidential inauguration. Disturbed by the unfortunate January 6th insurrection, Amanda turned a negative straight to a positive and stood before millions of people at President Joe Biden's inauguration on January 20th, 2021, and used her poetry to call the nation to unify.
we are striving to forge our union with purpose, to compose a country committed to all cultures, colors, conditions, and characters of man. And so we lift our gaze, not to what stands between us, but to what stands before us. We close the divide because we know to put our futures first, we must put our differences aside. And so we lift our gaze. We lay down our arms so we can reach out our arms to one another. We seek harm to none and harmony for all.
Let the globe, if nothing else, say this is true. That even as we grieved, we grew. That even as we hurt, we hoped. That even as we tired, we tried. That we'll forever be tied together, victorious. Not because we will never again know defeat, but because we will never again sow division.
Amanda Gorman is one of the most impressive modern day poets, aka young people close to our age. But she was inspired by many poets and speakers, such as Martin Luther King Jr., whose voice was also aged for change. Maya Angelou is one of the most famous African-American poets of all time, becoming the second poet in history to recite a poem at the presidential inaugural celebration. In 1993, Maya Angelou recited On the Pulse of the Morning at President Bill Clinton's ceremony. Here are excerpts from two of her most noted poems, Phenomenal Woman and Still. All right.
Go, Cakes.
Now you understand just why my head's not bowed. I don't shout or jump about. I don't have to talk real loud. When you see me passing, it ought to make you proud.
I say it's in the clip of my heel,
The bend of my
the
hair,
palm of my hand.
the need for my care.
Baby, I'm a woman.
Phenomenally,
Phenomenal woman.
that's me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies, and you may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust, I'll rise. Out of the hunts of history shame,
I rise.
up from a past that's rooted in pain.
I rise.
I'm a black ocean, leaping and wide, welling and swelling, I bear in the tide, leaving behind nights of of terror and fear
I rise.
into a daybreak that's wondrously clear.
I rise.
Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave,
I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise. I rise.
I rise.
As we turn the page of history, we see that poetic expression has been around for eons, y'all. Vocal expressions in poems, music, and plays laid down the track for times old and new. We are the African American artists that paved the way and built bridges for many who were oppressed worldwide, especially here in America. There are writings that many passed that brought our culture to focus for others who were too afraid to understand and deem us black as stereotypes. But more importantly, it motivated artists like August Wilson to write plays that show people of color not as clowns or characters, but as humans.
You never done nothing but hold me back. Afraid I was doing better than you. All you ever did was make me scared of you. I used to tremble every time you call my name, every time I heard your footsteps in the house, wondering, what's someone gonna think of this? What's someone gonna think of that? What? How am I gonna think if I turn on the radio? And Mama, she tries. But she's scared of you too. I don't know how she scared you after what you did to her. What you gonna do? Give me a whooping? You can't whoop me. No. You're too old. You're just an old man. An old, crazy man saying I have the devil inside of me.
Like jazz music, spoken word has emerged as a vehicle for change. Contemporary poets took vocal expression to another level and spit words that had modern, syncopated rhythm that was raw and honest. Rap was born out of the scanting in jazz music and the syncopated rhymes of spoken word. Like its predecessors, it was an agent for change, a call to the community to rise.
The break beats of the DJ lead the way and MCs became rappers. We can't leave without honoring the street poets that created what was believed to be a trend, but grew into an international cultural movement called hip hop. We pay tribute to 51 years of rap by kicking it off with rappers alike by the Sugar Hill Gang. Now, to honor many other MCs like our very own Gucci Mane, who went to Lawson State Community College, here's a little old school hip hop flavor.
Get it, boo. Hey. Get it.
You don't stop, rock the rhythm that'll make your body rock. Well, so far you've heard my voice, but I want to float along. You must know the my record. Come on and sing that song. Check it out, I'm the CAN, the OVA, and the rest is
And now we'll have an original piece by our very own Aubrey called Between Two Worlds.
Never black enough, never white enough, floating in this endless gray space, wishing to be one or the other, alone. Never having a side or a group to be accepted by, just all by myself, alone. Hated, but simultaneously loved by either side. They put us on commercials and parade us around like a progressive trophy. They never seem to actually care though. Only enough to play guessing games of my identity. Looking at me like I'm some show pony, asking, what are you? Or you're so exotic. Alone. Too black to sit with the white kids, too white to sit with the black kids. How is it that I can't seem to be either, while at the same time being the wrong one at the wrong time? Alone. A constant internal battle between who I am and where I belong, floating in this space between two worlds.
The title of our production is Poetry Plays People in Their Stories. Many of the artists achieve great success, but not without struggle. In spite of your challenges, turn your problems into power. And always remember to love yourself.